For the past few weeks, a little known game has been rising up in the Steam charts, knocking off the competition. Destiny 2 just put out a massive expansion not long ago, a conclusion to a decade-long story and couldn't stop it. Dota 2 still going strong with a dedicated fan base couldn't stop it, and Counter-Strike 2 failed to stop it from going number 1. What is this juggernaut game, you ask? It's Banana. This game is an indie game, and it's so indie and based that you can see the NVIDIA recording pop up in the top right corner of the promotional video on Steam. And it is currently holding a very positive rating on Steam as well, with thousands of players playing it at this very moment. The gameplay in this game consists of you clicking a banana over and over again. And every 3 and 18 hours you get dropped an additional banana. No microtransactions, no battle passes, just pure peace and clicking. Companies like EA and Ubisoft pour millions upon millions into products only to have them come out and be a lackluster mess, while just one person can make a game to entertain the masses. Now, I don't want these companies to start making low-effort indie clones just to try and capture the same audience. I don't think it will work out the same way for them. This should honestly serve as a slight wake-up call to the larger developers. We're seeing a point in gaming where bigger doesn't necessarily equal better, and a smaller new project from smaller teams would not only be of a benefit to the larger companies in gaming, who wouldn't have to put such a large amount of investment and upfront cost into a game that may or may not be successful, and us, the consumer, who would get new experiences to play that are all well worth the money. Along with Banana and other indie games like Harold Halibut, Pacific Drive, Palworld, these are some of the most fun I've had in games this year, and they aren't the most complex games. For example, Palworld borrows heavily from other games and still turns out to be pretty addictive. Games like this prove that what the FTC said about market consolidation in the gaming industry was false. You cannot consolidate an industry where someone with a potato PC can make a game that surpasses the most popular games in popularity, from Call of Duty to Fortnite and, like I said earlier, CSGO, or a small group of developers having more people play their game than are larger corporations. There are no major gatekeepers when it comes to the gaming industry. Many have tried to control it and many have failed. But the beauty of this is that the industry lies in its inherent democratization. With the looming threat of a video game crash that may or may not come, it is games like this that are actually going to keep the spirit of gaming going strong. As more and more corporations treat their workers poorly, laying them off, while paying CEOs who contribute little, millions upon millions of dollars, the landscape of gaming is bound to change. I believe we will see a surge of higher quality indie games hitting the market, and that's a good thing. Indie developers are often driven by passion rather than profit, bringing fresh perspectives and innovative ideas to the table. They are unshackled by their constraints that often bid to larger corporations, enabling them to take risks and push boundaries in ways that big studios cannot or will not. This shift towards indie games is not just a trend, but possibly a necessary evolution. When a company fails to respect the talents of its employees, it loses the essence of what makes the great games possible: their creativity, dedication, and love for the craft. If your talents are undervalued, then you should absolutely take them elsewhere and use them to benefit yourself and the broader community of gamers. The indie scene is fertile ground for such talents to flourish, offering a platform where developers can truly shine. The future of gaming in many ways rests on the shoulders of these indie developers. They are the ones who will keep the industry vibrant and exciting, ensuring that gaming remains dynamic and not stagnant. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching the video. Your support does mean a lot to me.